Happy birthday!
You're crying! Oh my god!
My birthday wish every single year, as long as I can remember, is
We're live, friends! Welcome back to the Friendzone. I'm your host, Symonne Harrison, and I'm joined with just a very small portion of my lovely friend group. We're gonna go from left to right. Ryan. Okay, you go first.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I am Simone's friend / makeup artist / gay. And I love her.
I love you. Thank you for coming.
I love you.
Who's next?
I am Jack, and I'm one of the friends. And yeah.
He's a really cool producer. He sings. He's most famously known for scatting on TikTok.
Scatting.
Okay. And actually we're with someone we met the other day in Pilates, and they're like, I watch your videos. I know you. I'm like, Jack is really famous.
it's because they're
I'm honored to be in everyone's presence here.
He's famous on gay Twitter. No,
Gay Twitter is the only group that doesn't like me. Everyone, I feel like I've generally managed to scrape by, and people like the videos that I'm doing, except gay Twitter had it out for me for a
they're
hot
haters and they're jealous.
haters and jealous.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And who do we have on the end?
My name is Maeve, and I'm just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Took that midnight train going anywhere.
We're not gonna get anything done on this podcast.
Absolutely not. Guys, so this episode, most of my episodes, we talk about a lot of things. This episode, these are some of the most, in the best way possible, unserious people I know. And it's gonna be a little rough to try to get through this episode with a straight face, but we don't need to. We're gonna talk about how to create the perfect friend group. It took me 7 years after moving to California to have friends that I genuinely can laugh with and trust and bring along for all my crazy adventures, and they have never left my side. So thank you guys.
Never going anywhere, queen.
Where am I
Going
supposed to go?
anywhere.
So we're kind of going to touch on that a little bit, but also share some of our favorite traditions.
Oh, yes.
Play a little who's most likely to, and we just hope if you're having a bad day, this episode makes you laugh, even if you're by yourself
Yes.
watching in
When
bed.
I have bad days, this is what I will watch.
Same.
Honestly. I
But
feel
I'm
like
missing you guys because you guys were always all running around.
yeah.
So it's always a special treat when we get to actually all four get together.
I know.
So
I
whenever
never
I'm
laugh
missing you
harder.
too. No, literally.
I have had tears rolling down my face multiple times. So do we have a name for our friend group?
We do.
Ready?
One,
3, 2,
two,
1.
Party coffee.
So, also would like to say Brendan is tangentially a party coffee.
Yes,
as well.
so
He is a part of a party coffee.
Brendan is in Party Coffee. Yes,
That's my
man.
Yes.
But
Adam.
he unfortunately is behind the camera, but he is still part of the group, and we're holding space for you.
He's
We're
very
holding
handsome. Yes,
space.
that's for your finger, not your another body part.
We're
Holding space.
Yes.
I want to go through how I met each one of you guys and kind of the backstory of our friendship. I feel first of all, I'm obsessed with all of you guys,
Literally
but
same.
I knew all three of you separate, and it kind of clicked last year on my birthday. I'm like, how haven't they been in the same room before?
You know what's
I've
so cute?
experienced-
There's a picture of our conception right in the corner.
Oh my goodness,
You
it
can see the
is.
angle. That was our first ever photo as Party Coffee.
It was a
That was
party.
before Party Coffee even became Party Coffee. We
Yeah,
didn't even
this
know
is
about it yet.
hey, you guys should meet. Let's take a photo. That was that.
We sat on that bus. Who was driving this bus? No, but we sat on that bus and we made memories.
We sang.
Was that-
We
bus.
danced.
That party
we-
was the conception of Kid
It was
Nation.
someone's 18th
Yes.
birthday.
You were
That was our
pushing
18th
you were
birthday.
pushing Kid
I
Nation.
pushed the agenda.
That's how I locked in because I heard Maeve yapping to you about Kid Nation and I was like,
What is
what are
that?
we talking about? 'Cause I
We're
need
gonna
to
have
know.
a whole Kid Nation segment coming up on this
yeah.
episode.
Heard.
So I met Ryan through.
We met through a mutual friend
At the time.
at the time.
He was actually doing glam for a shoot, and I was like, I am obsessed with you. I want you for every single episode. And then
We've been inseparable literally ever since.
literally ever since, I see him more than my own family most of
I'm
the time.
over here at least once a week, if not more.
Yeah.
And,
it's
maybe
like,
not even for makeup, like literally just to come over and say hi. Like,
that's what I was going to say. Like, it started off as like a work thing, but obviously, like, even if we weren't like even friends, I don't work with people I don't like as a person, you know? Everyone involved in my work and my team are my best friends, and all of them are friends outside of this as well. And I think that's why I love doing this so much. So it started off as work, but now we're like besties and we still work together. And I just feel like it amplified our relationship so much more. And I know working with friends can be really difficult, but if you have the right person, it makes it really easy.
it's true.
So
I love you.
my 1 in a million, Ryan. Then Jack, these stories are crazy. So I met Jack because he produced for my ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
That's that.
And yeah, I remember coming here for the first time and meeting you and being like, oh my gosh, this like girl is so wise beyond her years. Like it's crazy. Just like, I don't know,
Thank
just the whole vibe. Symonne is an incredible vibe curator. That's like the
Thank
only, like,
you.
I cannot say it enough.
There's this crazy story that we were at like this birthday, and let's just say like I got the drink spilled on me by, well, it was on purpose, but not really. It's this long story. I was just sitting at the booth, and the table was like got moved, and all the drinks just came on me. And Jack like ran to my rescue. He brought me a bunch of napkins. Was like, "Oh my god, do you need help with anything?" And I left immediately.
That is very Jack though, to be like, no, I got you. Like, what do you?
He's the
And
most
I
like,
remembered
golden
that.
retriever person
Calm, very
ever.
calm, soothing energy.
Yeah. Like he's like a little,
I remembered that, and I was like, "This person's gonna be in my corner."
I
just
do
wanna
remember
make
the,
sure you're okay.
the first time meeting you was at a yard house, like really meeting you, and you had a beer that was 10 size the size of your head, and I was like, that's iconic.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna be that big.
We were just trying to calm the nerves.
Yeah. It was
and-
a yard. I think it was a yard.
It was literally a yard.
A yard
Yard house
a
was
yard
a
up
yard.
here.
And
Yeah.
Jack was like, oh my God, I have no idea how I'm going to finish this. And I was like, icons only order the yard. Guys,
Did you finish the yard?
Can we go to
I got damn close.
Yeah,
Can
it
we
was
go to Yard House
conservatively
after
close.
I'm down.
Yes, please.
I'm so down.
Yard House sponsor us.
Please.
And then
House.
me and Maeve met. We gave this on a different podcast episode, which I don't know if it's out yet or not when we're filming. But the more truth to the story, we met through a boy band.
I have had the sheer misfortune of getting caught up in many boy band scams, as has Jack. But the blessing is that I get these amazing people by my side.
Yes. So-
and word to the wise, maybe be really careful before signing a boy band contract.
Or any contracts in general.
Be really careful. We cannot stress it enough.
Or just don't join a boy band.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe the time for boy bands is
101.
over.
It ended at One Direction. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
If you smell BS, it's BS. That's the
Bro.
only thing. And I feel like that's why these people are so good, is that they can smell BS.
After Zayn left, the boy bands finished.
There is a way to do it. It's just doing it well. I know there's a group I know, and they have ownership in their group, and and it shows. The days of like blindly screwing over a group of young kids or whatever in the music industry, like I feel like I would like to put that very much behind us.
Yeah.
But like there's a way to do it. It's just people don't want to do it because they feel like they won't get like the lion's share, or they won't make as much money. And it's like, it's not going to go anywhere if you try to screw anybody. It's not going to go anywhere. So it's like,
or you're gonna get caught sooner than later, and it's gonna make your
I
life a
love boy
mess.
bands because the music that
It's
comes
so
out of them
good.
is
So
That's
stellar.
true.
Like that's the only
Yeah.
real redeeming quality
Insane
of
Boys
them.
to Men, like incredible, backstreet. But here's the thing.
Insane.
I think something that really makes me so proud to be y'all's friend is that like we are all artists in different ways, and we have all separately advocated for like everyone being treated really fairly in this industry.
for sure. Yeah.
And it's important, and that's why I respect you guys.
I love
love
you
you
If
guys.
I'm really
guys.
saying like that, I'd say like you guys would have to tell me, right? You guys would be like, Maeve, don't do that.
Oh,
No.
we have done it.
Well, later on when we sing a little doozy of our own, I think
little song
I
for-
don't think
we have a
anybody will be
surprise.
stopping any of us.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
After meeting all of them, I was friends with all of them separately, and I was like, these are the most like alike people I've ever met. The most unhinged in the best way possible. And I was like, how have they never met? We had like a party bus. I rented out Catch LA, which if you live in LA, it's my absolute favorite restaurant. I've spent my life savings at Catch, to be honest.
So good.
It was so good.
I'm friends with everyone there. I see everyone so much. They know everything about me.
The shrimp?
Definitely. The
shrimp.
Don't even get me started.
The cauliflower. I don't even like
Cauliflower,
cauliflower
the
like
shrimp, the steak skewers,
The bread.
the pretzel bread, so good. The catch roll,
It's
absolute
sick.
favorite thing there. That was my menu. So you two met just through group settings, like we said at a yard house.
Yes.
Ryan was getting me glam, and I wanted to surprise him. I was like, "You're always getting me ready for events. You're always seeing me get dressed up and leaving, but you never come with me. So do you want to come to my birthday party?" He was like, "Absolutely." Ryan comes. That's where he meets Jack and Maeve, and I made sure to introduce them. I was also Ryan doesn't really know anyone of my. Did you know maybe two people there?
I had met Jake and I had met one other person there, and that was it.
Yeah, and I had 20 people there. So I would be really intimidated if the roles were reversed, but I was really happy that you just said you just jumped in and agreed to do it
Had
because
3 shots of tequila.
Slay.
That was good.
Liquid courage. Well, and you know what? God bless Jack, because I was so my social anxiety really kicked in, and Jack and I had met once before, and I really latched on, and he was very kind and accepting and was like, "Oh yeah, let's hang." And then in the car we were all singing, and the 3 of us kind of stuck together. We sat near each other.
We were singing the pop songs that no one else was really into.
Yeah.
And then we were just wait, we have tastes. We're tasteful.
This group very quickly became that annoying musical theater group of kids in high school.
very much.
It just
that.
I feel all of us filtered back into that.
In
Just
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Doesn't help we all love Wicked, okay?
Oh,
Dude,
we love Wicked.
don't even get me started on Wicked.
No one mourns the Wicked girl. Well, so then we sat at the table, and my mentally ill self was like, have you guys ever heard of this show called Kid Nation?
The Lord
Kid
thicket.
Nation.
I must have sat there for an hour describing in detail what the show is about. For those who don't know, this show is about... I literally feels fake saying it.
Wait, what year did it come out?
It came out in Bush's America, right? During the writer's strike, because they weren't producing any children's TV shows. So
Wait, when was
the
that?
premise is that they send 40 kids to a ghost town in Bonanza City, New Mexico, and they're like, make a society. And that's the whole show. Nope, adults,
Wait,
nothing.
did you just say Bonanza City?
Bonanza City.
Did I just say Bonanza City?
Let me grab something real quick.
We are so obsessed with this
not
show.
Not only are we obsessed, we recreated.
We've recreated the shirts.
So there's team colors, not to spoil it, but the ages are 8 to 16, 15. 8 to 15-year-olds. No adult supervision. And this is I think, don't want to speak for it, way before child labor laws.
We're put in
2007.
Oh,
I
2007.
was 1 year old when this came out.
Here's the tea too. They separate them into districts. So there's the upper class, the merchants.
We
Oh,
always
thank
think
you. The upper class, the merchants, the laborers,
Wait, mine
and
has
the
the two
cooks.
eyes.
So it's there's a caste system, but they're all separated by color, which again, questionable. But the show is hilarious.
I love how we're all
And
alternating.
I was telling him I was working on a documentary about this TV show, and we all got hooked. Guys, I'm sorry.
Should we put them on?
Mine
Yeah, wait,
oh, we're
let's
putting
put
them
them
on.
Let's put them on.
My lettering,
Okay, wait. First of all,
I didn't know
went
this was
crazy.
a competition, guys.
no stencil.
we did this for fun one day, and then she pulls out with this perfect replica of the shirt.
Okay, I will say it
the
is
font.
absolutely my diagnosed OCD.
How long did it take? An hour and a half for her. Took me 7 minutes, not even. I also misspelled
shows.
city. It's a 4-letter word and I misspelled it. Put 2 I's.
CD.
It's okay because Brendan's shirt, he forgot a letter and I added an extra one, so it kind of evens out. I didn't feel so alone. C-I-Y.
C.
C.
Oh, I
No?
love us. We're so
C.
fun.
Yeah, so we all are channeling our inner 10-year-old going off to Bonanza City.
Exactly. But I walked past the table to grab more food from the other side of the table, obviously. And I walked by and I hear 40 children in the desert, and I had to stop. And I looked at Maeve and Jack and I said, I need to be a part of this conversation. So I sat down and I didn't even
said this was
get
really
my
something
food.
special.
I just sat down and had to really be
You
invested in
posted up.
Banana City.
No, I have interviewed 24 of the 40 children that were present.
Which is insane.
They've heard some of the recordings. I plan to make and release a documentary on this, but we all kind of got so engrossed and we're like, okay, we have to plan a night. And I am someone who, like, when we say something is happening, it's happening. So the concurrent week, we all got together at Brendan's and watched Kid Nation and talked for probably 6 hours.
I kid you not, these episodes are an hour apiece. And okay, they're not on streaming services. We
We have
You do have to follow a very shifty
we have a
link.
source. We have a source.
We have a Google Drive.
If you want, if you want the link,
What the password to
DM
my
us.
Google Drive?
Don't even say where it's at because I'm afraid someone's gonna take it down.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Guys,
It's not on Reddit.
If you ruin this,
It's not there. Don't look.
if you guys ruin this for us, it will be throwing hands. It will be fists.
I will proceed litigation.
Litigation will be pursued, y'all. Okay.
But that's, I think, a big part of having a good friend group is like making traditions. I feel like sometimes, like, for example, you guys men, you're like, wait, like, you guys are dope, but like, where do we go from here kind of a thing? And I feel like asking, like, oh, like, let's go get coffee and lunch can be a little nerve wracking. So once you find something in common, like, really sticking to that. And like Maeve said, once we say something's happening, we're not backing down. I don't care if it happens 5 years later. We are going to do it, right? So I think creating traditions, and now we try to do it like once a month, I would say. There was a point where we were doing it every week, and I was a little mentally ill.
We tried. We still have not gone through even half of
Yeah.
We've done like
No,
four.
we're not
We're 3
anywhere
episodes in.
close to finishing this.
that, but that's because it's a tradition. So it's can go on for years, one episode a
Exactly.
year. Then
True.
now we're what, 12 years?
It's like a
into
holiday.
Kid Nation Day. Well, here's the
We
thing.
watch one episode a year. We have like a Kid Nation Day.
That's a big part of establishing a friend group is like, just say you're going to do something and then just do it. Like,
Follow through.
And be
is
real,
huge.
like
Yeah.
just be real. Like you don't like if you
Yes.
don't want to hang out, don't hang out. Like
look,
just say
Ryan
hang
looked
out.
me
Like-
dead in the eyes and said, I love Glee. And I was like,
and I
we're
had to
the
speak my
same.
truth. I'll look you dead in the eye. I love Glee, and I'll say the most controversial thing. I love Rachel Berry.
I love her.
I'm sorry. And everyone who hates her, you don't
You're
understand.
sick and you don't
get it.
understand the mind of a winner.
Yes, and you haven't been on that journey.
But that's how I knew. That's how I knew. We say this.
Wait.
We say things out loud and we follow through. We say things out loud and we follow through.
Exactly. I think also like one thing that helps this group is like us four can yap about anything.
Anything.
Like,
Anything.
anything.
I also feel like we, like, once there's the slightest thing that someone can add on to, we won't shut up about it.
Well, and also I can tell you guys anything and there's no judgment.
Yeah, that's true.
You listen and you don't judge.
I
judge-
judge. I,
you guys
I
are-
judge
You've
sometimes.
judged me.
I
You
like
judge,
judging.
but like in like not a judgy way. Like
Okay.
it's like you're like
You judge- you're-
okay, but it's never like a character judgment.
You know what it
I
is?
mean?
It's like you are very
Just get quiet.
You are
Yeah.
an unbiased
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
You're like, look, I'm not gonna let my feelings about something get in the way. Like I will speak my truth, and that's a serve.
It's real. That's how you be real.
We also are fine connoisseurs of judging good music.
Oh my goodness.
Don't even get me started.
We
on
have
my
ears
music
in this.
We
in
have
this-
ears,
this room.
girl.
I'm gonna put you on blast because Maeve is the penultimate connoisseur of music that is not just outright bad, but like it's so close to being good. Like that's like the worst
It's like the-
combination.
Almost.
It's right there, and I don't know if it's just
I
a
think it's
pitchy
got-
lead vocal or like whatever it
It's
is.
bad arrangement, bad harmonies.
No, but some of
A
them
one take.
they get close to being
it's
good.
so close, and you'll be like,
It's
oh,
so
and then
close.
immediately it's like, oh god.
It's like the
that's
whole
bad.
thing, top to bottom, is just this letdown, and she finds the best letdowns in musical history. It's amazing.
Oh, I'm not afraid of.
And then we celebrate these letdowns.
I really feel like you were just talking about my past relationships, Jack. You like have a glimpse of hope. So close. You're so close. Like you had the glimpse of hope, and then it's just the biggest letdown.
But you search for songs with less than 1,000 streams. Or
I try. I try.
Can you explain your thought process behind this? I'm a really big fan.
Well, as somebody who, and again, I'm not here to knock anybody. We're all on our own journeys. However,
There's always a but in this friend group. Can I say?
It's
So
true.
we say a sentence and then it goes, well, and then it continues into something really tragic.
well, as someone who has been hired multiple times to distinguish good vocals from bad vocals and to target some problems, I love finding things that and being shown things by other people that abjectly, for lack of a better term, struggle to hit the mark or just fall so slightly short of it that it's like glaringly obvious. And that brings me real joy. I'll say it. It's like watching people fall down, but vocally.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Vocally.
It's like watching
Like we all
tumble
walk
down the
but sometimes
stairs,
people fall.
but with words.
I came across
They're going to
that is
blow
so
up.
magnificent along
We
my
cannot say all of that and then be like, oh, there's a group, by the way, that is like this, and this is their song.
That's literally
can't do it.
what's
We have
about to
go
happen.
it. Because then they'll hate us, and we want to.
We
want
love
to
them.
love
Like
us.
we're about to spill some tea. Like we're called Party Coffee.
because of them.
Because
like
of
we are
this.
their biggest fans. We are the reason they have streams on Spotify.
We are, but do I think they maybe were given the chance to go into a studio and the engineer said you get one take, no edits? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I
that's
do
why
think
we
that's
love
what
them.
They all
happened.
had a different microphone just like this, and they all sang in the same room together.
Jack, you love music. What happened in that room?
I think these girls were failed by bigger powers, by engineers, by music producers.
And you know what? What we're saying in this conversation is musicians' rights.
No, real though.
So true. I don't do music, but
and like they could have been Fifth Harmony,
They're more like
but they're like Fifth Harmony, but like all of them are Camilla.
I don't know if I would say that.
Gonna
There's
get
a
this
group
canceled.
called Image. The J stands for Jesus Christ. And by the way, this is Image spelled IMMIJ.
IMMIJ.
Image.
Yeah,
I was
Image.
exposed to Image in 2022 by a dear friend, VJ Rosales.
oh my god, VJ was my old vocal coach. I love him.
Yes. We were in the car looking for some interesting sounds.
I love it. I have albums on repeat. I'm an album girly.
too.
There's a
Yes.
reason why I have a million vinyls. But sometimes really good stuff you appreciate and you really like it, but it takes some more questionable things.
Well, and you know
To
what I
make you
think is so
extra
bold and
appreciate
so
the good
brave
stuff.
is that this was actually their album that Party Coffee's on is called Fearless. They were showing up before Taylor Swift. They actually
copy.
started a movement. Taylor, sorry, we see you, girl.
And desist.
I will never forget. First of all, the first time I heard that, and then the first time I showed you guys, because it's not something I really felt inclined to show a lot of people, because it's like such a niche that I don't think a lot of people would get.
We play this song at parties.
Yeah, Brendan
At
actually
events.
is a DJ as well, like one of his many talents. And
He's
we're
my
not
wedding
like, oh
DJ.
yeah, like Brendan's a DJ. Like Brendan is a DJ.
He
DJ.
was a wedding DJ that was hired on many occasions. He worked for a company.
6 years.
For 6 years. I feel like I host a lot of things here, and Maeve and Brendan also host a lot of things at Brendan's house. And like those are the two like party coffee houses, I do have to say. And Brendan, like once, like there was a party, a birthday party or something, Halloween party, and Maeve was like, yeah, I like think like he's just gonna hang out. And I was like, okay. So then I go over to Brendan, like, hey, bring out the DJ board. You're DJing. Like, I can't do Spotify music. Like, I need some remixes.
We need Party Coffee.
There's also some people
Celebration Java.
Celebration Java.
There's some people there that I was like, they would think this is so funny, and like, how else are we gonna expose them to this than a turntable? So I pulled Brendan aside and I was like, hey, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I know this is your party, but you're DJing.
And you're playing the seminal classic of the century, Party Coffee by Image.
And we have so many videos of us screaming this, and everyone was like,
Everyone
into
else
it.
looks
It's
so
this.
confused every time we put it on, and then we're just like harmonizing.
And they go along with it, and that's how you know they're like, we had a dope
You know
group.
what, Simone? You had a vision almost like a prophecy. You just
And
had a
we gotta
vision
fulfill
almost
it.
like a prophecy.
Glinda.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maeve. Happy birthday to you. You're crying. Oh my God, we got her. We got her.
It's Maeve's birthday when we're filming this, so
So only 2 people know this, so now 2 more people know this. I wish for the same thing every year.
Every year?
Every year.
No, yeah.
Okay, do you want to know what the wish is?
What is
Yes.
the wish?
I'll tell you
It
guys.
won't come true.
No,
Yes,
that's
it will.
that's an old
That's a
wives'
lie.
tale. That's a
Brendan,
That's
Brendan, do you want to know what the wish is? I'll look at you directly.
Oh my God, you're finding out too. This is so cute.
Do you want to know it? My birthday wish every single year, as long as I can remember, is I wish for everything to happen exactly the way it's supposed to.
That's so
Wait.
sweet.
Because I'm going to cry.
Oh my God, I love that. Is
It's not
I
gonna
have
happen.
tears in my eyes.
now everything's gonna be chaos and nothing's gonna happen the way I don't claim that.
It always happens the way it's supposed to. Oh my God.
I wouldn't share that with like another group of people.
I feel like everything does, like when you look back, you're like, oh, I'm so glad that happened because I wouldn't have met you and you and you,
Yeah.
you know? Even though those are very traumatic experiences. Like, I have three
It's
amazing
true.
people out of it. And it's like, everything does happen for a reason, but wishing that like everything is supposed to work out the way it's supposed to is like fate at the end of the day.
Exactly. Well, and that's the thing too. It's the foolproof wish. It's the one that you can say out loud and it will always come true because look, everything is going to happen the way it's meant to. There's nothing I can do, but I hope it keeps happening exactly the way
I
it's
love
supposed
that.
to.
That's really beautiful. Oh
That
my
is
God,
so
it is
sweet. Do you want to take a bite out of your cake?
Like,
Can I take a bite too?
Can we all just take one ginormous bite out of
Yes.
this cake?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Wait.
I got it on my thing. all of your face. Not to make me
Cake.
That's a really good cake.
So for the last part of this video, we're gonna do a who's most likely to. They genuinely have no idea what these questions are. I was in tears writing these last night because these are so us.
Space. They were holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity.
We're gonna have Brendan read these prompts up on the screen. We are sick. We are sick.
So the question is, who's most likely to change their identity and go off the grid? 3, 2, 1.
Jack.
Maeve.
I was gonna say Jack.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd love to. Twist
Wait,
my arm.
Pointed at himself.
I feel like you guys are a lot more mentally stable in that regard. I know it's questionable, but I'm like
why? Here's why I said you. Every time we're trying to do something, you're like, oh my God, I'm in West Virginia. Oh my God,
Oh,
I'm
wait,
in
so
Maryland."
true.
I'm
I
like,
in
bitch, come home.
London, babes.
Babes,
I wanna go to
get on the
London.
trolley, come back home, love. You got to get on the ferry, babe. This is absolutely insane.
Babes.
I think I would be most likely to change my identity, but I wouldn't go off the grid.
You would
Yeah.
you would
Okay.
be like,
It's just a two-parter.
you'd be like that girl with the accent. What's her name?
Anna Delvey.
Anna Delvey.
Oh,
Huge.
if it was
Anna.
who's most likely to pull an Anna Delvey, absolutely me. I love a good scam.
But you would be here. Like
But
you would
Oh, yeah.
do the whole
Should
scam.
exist.
And you would just like look at people who like are Maeve and you're like,
I wouldn't try to elude anybody. I'd be like, yeah, and like, do you need something? No, I'm not Maeve.
This is me now, love.
Who's
You're
this
gonna look me in
Maeve?
the eye and say, this is Maeve Riley. She don't talk like this. What you?
Next question. Who's most likely to be in an entire relationship without telling any of you?
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you were like, oh, I'm in love with, like, not the one I'm in love with. I was like, who?
I'm just very secretive, but like at the same time, I'm not like I'll tell everyone about it. Whoever wants to listen.
Well, I would like to listen. I would like.
Yeah,
I
we'd
would
love
love
to
to see
listen.
it.
Well, I'm not talking about it.
But they
Well,
want to listen.
I'm currently not dating anyone, but am I currently?
Dating Kurt Hummel.
We all know that I would be more to blame.
I mean, real, incredibly
take it
real
on
and
that.
valid.
That's some party
That's
coffee
true.
you just spilled.
It's some party coffee I spilled, and I'll spill it. Blaine is my man.
Who's most likely to call from jail to get bailed out?
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
3, 2, 1.
Maeve. Oh,
I was gonna say Ryan.
me.
Well, first of all, we have to hypothesize who's most likely to go to prison, and I just said I love a good scam.
Yeah.
This is true.
I could think Maeve, but at the same time, I feel like if there were ever a chance that Maeve was about to go to prison, she would somehow work her way out of it.
I would. I'm very.
She would talk her way out. She would make up some
Slither.
story, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I almost went to jail, but I
I've-
sang
I've-
and they let me go." Like
I've
you
gotten
would
my
have
way
some
out of
crazy-
many parking tickets.
See, but my thing was like, I was like, Maeve would be in prison, but like, it wouldn't be her fault. Like, she would get in prison for something like completely that she didn't do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just accidentally signed up for a multi-level marketing scheme that turned out to be a cult. I didn't mean for all those
Exactly.
people
Yeah,
to
I'm
drink
just
Kool-Aid
a
and
girl.
die.
Exactly.
I'm just a girl.
Okay.
I guessed you.
Okay. Why?
But because I knew you would call, but I'm realizing now that I don't know what you would do to get in jail.
The likelihood of you going to prison is low,
It's
which I think is
low.
a great
That's really
quality.
good.
I think
Yeah.
she's the lowest out of all of us that would go to prison.
Yeah.
Simone, I could not see you imprisoned.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah,
So
no.
I'm glad. No, I said you because one time, not to go into details, but at the Wicked premiere, they
at the parking garage.
garage closed, and both of our
Oh.
cars are in there, and we both had really big days the next day. And we're in downtown LA at like midnight, and we are scared for our
It's
lives.
one of my worst moments.
Ryan
I never got the
What-
story. Oh my god.
Ryan went absolutely berserk to the parking attendants because the gate was locked, and it wasn't just us two. There's a group of 6. We're on the phone with 911. No one answered.
Lifting the gate,
Like, trying to shake it.
shaking it, like trying
I would
to, like,
give
open
anything
up
to
the
be there.
bars of the gate to like get in, which is highly illegal, by the way. And then the security guards come out and they're like, "Oh, like if you keep doing that, we're calling the police." And I was like, "Call them!" Like,
No, we're
I'm
literally-
getting into get my car right now. I was drunk too. Again.
Last question. Who's most likely to have a sugar daddy?
Oh, I know this one.
Okay,
Don't look at me.
I was looking around.
Looks are very telling, Jack.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Jack.
Oh come on! No, it's you.
Why me?
Why me?
You're like so like cutesy and like any sugar daddy would want you.
You would do it too for a
could pull a
chat.
sugar daddy.
You know what I will say? I do get an overwhelming amount of DMs asking like, "Hello, princess. I'd love to spoil you with gifts."
I don't get
Hello,
any of these.
princess.
Hello, princess.
I know.
Yes, yes.
You know what the
You're
answer
never-
is? Absolutely, icon.
I think you would probably get like the most offers, you know, like the most like I want to be your sugar daddy.
But Ryan
but who
would
would
do it.
actually do it?
Ryan.
I would do it.
He would do it.
I
She
would.
gets you guys
But
could
I-
like you could
You know what I
collab.
would say though is like I would take one for the team if it meant we could all go to like Belize.
Yeah, honestly, same.
That
Have you
would be
been?
fun.
I love Belize.
No, and I really want to.
We should go.
or like a joint trip to Fiji. But maybe you know what?
But
though?
bring
I-
Image.
Image is coming.
That would be the
Private
perfect
concert.
trip.
No, here's what I would do, and this is how I put the team on my back. I'll be someone's sugar baby if it means that I never have to like do anything inappropriate, and I just get to be like, no, this is like I want money, and then they give me the money, and then I take us on trips.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a cash
If they
pig.
just want like a friend,
Fully platonic.
Just a friend to pay me.
maybe even like just a casual like FaceTime, not even in
Yeah.
person. They don't have to live here.
And I also don't want to have to say anything. Here's a message to the world. If anybody wants to just pay me for being alive and have no physical contact with me, give me a call. I am in a happy relationship.
Brendan, would you be down? Yes. Time to wrap up the episode with the last harmonies of Party Coffee.
Let's do it.
Then we have to take our yearbook photo.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Everyone. 3, 2, 1.
Your love is like party coffee. Each taste is different from the last. It awakens me with spontaneity, surprising me every time.
Ready?
Party
Coffee. Shoopa-doopa-doo-bow.
What?
Party coffee. Shoopa-pa-pa-pa-pow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also need to clarify into this camera that we ended up getting our cars and I didn't go to jail.
Yeah, we
And
got our cars.
I apologized to both of the security guards afterwards.
And they gave us free parking.
Free parking. We got free parking.